Hello children, welcome to online session. This is Shrejas Tawarma from Upper Public School. I am handling math subject for 5th standard. Let us revise previous class. What you have learned in previous class children? That is fraction chapter. That is 5th chapter, fraction is there. Okay. Fractions means it is 1 by 2 and 1 by 4 and 1 by 20. Okay, like this. These are called fractions. Okay, fractions is related to these decimals also. How? I will show. This is 1 by 2 is there. Okay, 1 by 2 you can divide. Writing fractions means you'll get 0.5. Okay, these fractions changes to decimals also. How will you get 0.5? Now you can do divide this number. Okay, 1 is there. Is it possible, children? No. Why? Here is smaller number and here is divisor is 2 greater number and dividend is smaller number is there. It is not possible. That's why you have to do 0 point you can take here. 0 point. After that, put one 0 here. Okay. Now, in 2 answer tables, 10 is there. 2, 5 is the 10. We'll get subtract this one. 0 and 0. Okay. This is in fractional. Here fraction number changes to decimal number. Okay. Fraction here is changes to decimal number. This fraction chapter is related to decimal chapter also. Okay. Next, you can do again this one. Okay. That is 4 is divided by 1. How? This is also same. Here also using 0 point. After that, take 1 0 here. Okay. In 4 to the tables, 10 is there. No. It is 4 to the 8. You can take 4 to the 8. Okay. 10 minus 8, you will get 2. Now, I have to write here one 0. Why? Because whenever putting in here is in quotient place, 1 time decimals means you can take 3 times decimals. Okay. Now we can write this number to 0 here. Okay. Now 4 5 is 20. Now subtract, we get 0 0. You understood, children? 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5 and 1 by 4 is equal to 0.25. Now, this 0.25, 0.25 writing fraction. How? This is 25 divided by 100. 25 divided by 100. How? This is decimal number is there. Writing fraction. How means 25 number here after decimal point 2 digit is there. That why in denominator place you have to write 2 zeros. Okay. This one 25 divided by 100. Okay. Next, write this one, this number 25 divided by 100 into a fraction. How? Now we can 25 on the 25, 25 4 the 400. That will get 1 by 4. Now understood, children? These fractions number is related to decimals also. Okay. Now changes decimals into fractions, fractions into decimal. Now we have to see here. Here is 1 by 2 is there. Okay. 1 by 20. This number I am explaining 1 by 20. Here is denominator is not there. 100. Okay. Now we have to change here denominator 100. How means you have to multiply by 5. Multiply by 5. That is 5 by here also multiply. 2 5 times 100. Okay. Now this one writing decimal form means 0.05. How? Here is denominator is 1207. Okay. That wise after decimal point you have to put 2 zeros. 1 digit and 2 digit. This is tens place and this is hundreds place. After decimal point, this one is ones place. Okay. Now this is fraction here changes to decimal form and decimal numbers also changes to fractional form. Okay, and today I am going to explain that is new chapter, that is sixth one, decimals. Okay, decimals. This word is used in Latin word. That is word. The decimal word originates from the Latin word. Which one? Latin word. In Latin word, decim. Decim means, which means tens. Which means tens. Okay. In Latin word, the decimal number here is used. Decim means tens. Okay. Which means decimal number is, this decimal number is a positional notation with the base. With the base means 1 by 10, 1 by 100. This is base or denominator. 1 by 1000 and 1 by 10,000. Okay, this like with the base 10, like 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. These are the decimal place, decimal number with the base 10, 100, 1000 and 10,000. Okay, this word that Latin first decim which was used in Indian first. After that was taken up by Arabs. Was taken up by Arabs and introduced in Europe. Europe letter. Okay, this is Europe letter. Here is using that is decimals. Okay, next that is place value chart of decimals. Okay, here is after this starting. These are the points in decimal chapter. First one, introduction of decimals. Okay, next decimal place value chart, and third part expanded form of decimal numbers. Next is types of decimals, and next comparing and ordering decimal numbers. Next conversion, and next is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of decimal numbers. Next is simplification, and last one is rounding of decimal numbers. These are the points. Let us see one by one. First introduction is over. Now only I explain. Next is decimal place value chart. Which one? Decimal place value chart. Okay, decimal place value chart. This is the decimal place value chart. See here, in decimal place value chart, here is first center is decimal line or decimal point. Okay, after the right side, we count it as tens. Tens, T-E-N-T-H-S, tens. Tens means 1 by 10. Okay, tens. And after that, hundreds. Okay, this is 1 by 100. Okay, this is hundreds. After that, thousands. Last should be like THS. This is decimal line after the right side. Tens, that is 1 by 10. Hundreds, 1 by 100. Thousands, 1 by 1000. And 10,000, that is 1 by 10,000. After the left side, we count it as ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. This is the decimal place value chart. This decimal place value chart, right here, say, let us take an example. Okay. Let us take an example. Writing decimal place value chart. How? I will show. How means, now we can take first A1, that is 12.431. Any example you can take. Okay, B 130.541. Okay, next C 1405.32. Now These are the example. Any number you can take. Now write in decimal place value chart. How? Here is decimal point, here also. Here also decimal point. First one, see children, 12.431. How to write in decimal place value chart? This is A1. Okay. Now after decimal point, right side, three numbers are there. 1, 2, 3. Now here is decimal point. After this one, this is tens place, this is hundreds place, and this is thousands place. Now write this number. 4 is in tens place, and 3 is in hundreds place. Okay. 1 is in 10,000 place, and sorry, thousands place. 10,000 is not given. Okay. Next. Now here is left side. We count it as ones and tens. This is over given. Next. B. B means B 130.541. Here also 3 digit and here also 3 digit. Okay, after decimal point, 3 numbers is there. Now 5 is in tens place, 4 is in hundreds place, and 1 is in thousand place, or you can take another one as. Okay, or write 0 is in 10,000 place. Okay. Next, C1. C1, writing place value chart. Now, after decimal point, 3 digits, 2 digit is there. 3 and 2. Next, left side number, sorry, this one right, 0, 3, 1. After this, 5, 0, 4, 1. Now, decimal place value chart, write these number on decimal place value chart. Okay. Now understood children, see here. First 12.431 is there. Now 12 is in this. 2 is in ones place. 1 is tens place. After decimal line, that is right side number, 4 is in tens place, 3 is in hundreds place, 1 is in 10,000 place. Now write in expanded form. Expanded form of these numbers. Okay, I'm taking these only examples. You can take another example also. Now expanded form. Next one is expanded form. In expanded forms, three types are there. First one, place value form. Place value form. Next, second one, decimal forms, and third one, fractional forms. Okay, children. Now these number, first number I will explain. Okay. First, which number is there? First, A1 I will say. 12 plus 431. Now you can expand it form. Now how to do? Now write 1. 1 is in tens place. Okay. Plus. Next. 2 is in ones place. Okay. Next. After decimal point, 4 is in tens place. Next. 3 is in hundreds place. Hundreds place. And plus 1 is in thousands place. Thousands. Okay, thousands place. Next, that is 1 into 10 means you can multiply 10 number. That is 1 is tens place. ones, tens. Okay. Now write 10, this number, plus 2 into 1 number, plus 4. 4 into 10's place means 1 by 10, plus 3 into 1 by 100, plus next 1 into 1000. Okay. Now this is 1 into 10 will get 10, plus 2 into 1 will get 2, plus 4 by 10, plus 3 by 100, plus 1 by 1 into 1 will get 1 by 1000. Okay. Now this is place value form. This is place value form. This one upside. This is place value form. Place value means these tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay. This is place value form. After this, decimal form means decimal form. After that, this is fractional form. Decimal form. Now I will write 10 plus 2 plus 4 by 10. Write in decimal form 0.4. How 0.4? After in base, here is denominator number 10 is there. Only one zero is there. That means after decimal point, only one number. Next, here is in decimal denominator number 2 is there. That means 0 point after that 2 numbers. Here is only one number is there. That means you can put zeros and 3. Okay. Next. And here is 0 point. After here is 3 numbers. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 zeros is there. Now write it 0.001. This is decimal form. This is fractional form. And this is place value form. And this is decimal form. Now understood, children? Now these are the expanded form. Next, types of decimals. Next point, types of decimals. Now B, C you can do it. Next point, types of decimals. Types of decimals. Okay. Types of decimals. That is, first one is like decimal fractions. These decimals number are also called decimal fractions. Okay. These decimals numbers are also called decimal fractions. Or you can write like decimal or like decimal fractions. Next. Unlike decimal fractions. Third one, equivalent decimal fractions. Okay, let us see one by one. First one, like decimals. Okay, like decimal fractions. Like decimal fractions means two or more decimal numbers. Two or more decimal numbers are called like decimal fractions. Two or more decimal numbers are called like decimal fractions. Okay. For example, okay, in these, two or more decimal numbers are called like decimal fractions. Okay, here is decimal places. The decimal places should be the same number. Same digit means two digit. After this, the integral part. These called decimal places, and this number is called integral part. That integral part does not change, no matter. Okay. Next, here is decimal places should be there two digit or three digit. Okay. That is equal number of decimal numbers should be there. Here is in like decimal. For example, 8.41. Next, 8 80.43 and 801.45. Now see children, this is integral part. This is integral part. Here is one digit and two digit, and here is three digit. After this, these decimal places, here is two numbers, two digit, here also two digit, and here also two digit. Okay. Here is decimal places are equal number. Equal numbers means two digit. And here is integral part, here is changes. These are called like decimal fractions. Next one is unlike decimal fraction. Next one, second, unlike decimal fractions. Unlike decimal fractions. Okay. Unlike decimal fractions also, here also two or more decimals numbers are called unlike decimals. Write it here. Two or more decimal numbers are called unlike decimal fractions. For example, okay, for example, here is, take another one, 7.12, okay, 7.123, next 70.1234. Okay. Now here is unlike decimal, here is integral part also changes, and this decimal place also changes. See here, this is the integral part, 7 and 7 here also, and here is 7.0. Integral part also changes. And here is decimal places, here is 2, and here is 3, and here is 4. Here also changes. Okay. Unlike decimals means integral part also changes and decimal places also changes. These are unlike decimals. Next, you have to convert unlike decimals to like decimals. How? Unlike decimal to like. Next point. Unlike decimal to like decimal. Okay. Unlike decimal changes to like decimal. How? For example, 8.4, next 8.0, 8.4, 8.4, 1 and 8.412. Okay. Here is all are unlike decimal. Okay. 8.4, 82.41, 81.412. These are unlike decimal. You have to convert like decimal. How? You have to add zeros here. Here is only in decimal integral part one digit is there, and here is decimal places one digit, and here is 2, and here is 3. Now you can add zeros here. 8.4 right as it is. 8.4 after the decimal places here is highest number which is there 3 digit is there 1 2 3. Now here is put 2 zeros, add 2 zeros here. Why here? Because here is after decimal places decimal point 3 digit is there, that was 2 zeros. Next 82.41 is there, I have to add here 1 zero. Okay, 410. Next 81.412. Now this is like decimals. See how after decimal point 3 numbers is there, and here also 3 numbers, and here also 3 numbers. These are the like decimal changes, unlike decimals to like decimals. Next third one, equivalent decimal fractions. Equivalent decimal fractions means unlike fractions which are equal value. Which are equal value are called equivalent decimal. Third one, equivalent decimal fractions. Means that is unlike fractions which are equal in value are called equivalent decimal. Okay. For example 0.5. Okay. 0.05 or 0.005. 0.5 or 0.5 or 0.50 and 0.500 or 0.500. Okay, these are equivalent decimal. How? See here 0.5, here also 0.5 is there, and here also 0.5, and here also 0.5, and here also 0.5. Here, after decimal places 330 and 2 zeros, here is 1 zero is there. Here is not there. This 0 means here is unlike decimals means unlike decimals is there here. You have to do change here. Like decimals means you will get here also 2 zeros, 3 zeros, and here also here is 3 is the highest. You have to do here also 3 zeros, and here also 3. See here, these all are equal to like fraction, that is equal to 0.5. These are the equivalent fractions example. Next, next one. That is next, comparison of decimals. sorry, comparison, comparison of decimal fractions. How comparing? See here. Now we can take two numbers, 15.431 and 15.021. Now see here, compare these two numbers. Here also 15. This is integral part is equal. Okay, these are equal integral part. Okay, next number, this is after decimal point, tens place. Here is 4 and here is 0. Which is greater? This is 4 is greater. Next you can take 2 and 3. Which is greater? This one is greater. Next you can take 1. This is equal number. Now which one is greater? 15.431 is greater than 15.021. Okay, this is a comparison of decimal fractions. See once again, here is integral part 15. These are equal number. Next, after decimal point, 4 here and here is 0. Which is greater number? 4 is greater. After this, 3 is here and 2 is here. Which is greater? 3 number is greater. After this, 1 and here also 1. This is equal. That was which is greater? 15.431. This is for today's class. I hope all of you have understood and enjoyed your class. Let us meet next class. Thank you.